Hi, this is Dana, and on this channel I speak about spiritual warfare and spirituality, gnostic spirituality in general. That includes also healing and divine purpose and so on. Not only the spiritual fighting, but also the other dimension of it. In this video, God has asked me to speak about integration, which is the ultimate healing, basically. This is a process, so there are different phases of healing, yeah? But integration is the moment when you integrate, is the moment when you actually become yourself. You break all the bondages, break all the generational curses, you break free, basically. And then you heal. That's the ultimate type of healing. There are different type of healings that you will achieve along the way, though. However, this is the ultimate form, and God asked me to talk about this one in particular today. We spoke about the DNA alteration. The integration also heals that. So when we say you integrated, then you also healed any tampering with your DNA, and you come back to your original blueprint, and you are ready for your divine purpose. Again, it's not as clear cut as I would like it, for example, or somebody else would like it. It's a lot of back and forth. It doesn't stop, so the attacks don't stop. It's not like they have done programming on you and attacks and embodiments and sacrifices and so on, and then they stop all the rituals and all the attacks. They let you heal, and then you start doing your divine purpose. It doesn't work like this, unfortunately. They will continue to attack. This is why you many times go back and forth, because even though you healed something from the past, if it was connected with something which is still lingering, then they are able to recreate that on you, and you have to keep going back and forth, back and forth. So it takes time, the whole process. But God wants me to focus in this video about on integration. And integration deals with all the healing that you have done on rational and emotional bodies. And not only that, I must say, all the knowledge you must gain, because there are many attacks which come to you, are sent to you because of the divine purpose you have, because of the abilities and gifts you have. And basically what they aim is to make sure that you do not achieve your purpose, you do not do whatever is your divine purpose, because that obviously would be not only a good thing for you, but it will be a good deed you do towards humankind. So they don't want this, of course. Now, when the ultimate type of healing takes place, the integration, literally what you have is your conscious level integrated with supraconscious level, which is called usually higher self, your spirit. Your mind and your spirit are integrated. Yeah, this is on three types of consciousness. You have three types of consciousness. You have the higher self, which is the supraconscious. You have the which is the spirit. You have the conscious level, the second one, which is the mental level, the rational, and it's based on your rational functioning of your brain. Yeah. And then you have the subconscious level, which I already explained. It's not divinely created. It is created by darkness, by attacks with darkness on you, by different type of rituals, different type of sacrifices, rituals, different type of all sorts of rituals created on you, and all sorts of contracts created on you, and so on. Now, I explained in previous videos that as time goes by, if you are not used with clearing your energy throughout your life, this is going to happen sooner probably, and it will go to more in depth. It will the subconscious, this voodoo doll of energy will become more powerful faster and much more powerful than your conscious level. Yeah. So this differs from individual to individual. Some people, me for example, I have always done energy healing in one way or another throughout lifetime, be it through sports, be it through food detoxification and so on. But prayer and all of that. But some people don't do many of these things, and then it's more complicated. However, when we talk about integration, we talk about completely healing the subconscious level. It disappears basically, this voodoo doll of energy, yeah. And you integrate the higher self, the supraconscious, with your conscious level. So your conscious level and your spirit are integrated. How is that helping you? Well, you will be able to see in astral at all times, because all of these attacks by darkness are done in astral to create parallel timelines with your life, which they hope to take as much power to become your real life. So they create embodiments on you, hoping you will accept that in your life to become your reality. Yeah, by this voodoo doll of energy placed on you, at the point when you accept it and it overlaps completely with your energy body. That is when a timeline, a parallel timeline, would become your complete reality. And that means you didn't do the healing, you didn't do the spiritual fighting, then and you end up leaving the bondage, which I would never understand why somebody would accept that, but there are people who, unfortunately, just sit and wait, and I don't know what they expect. Anyhow, the integration means the higher self, the supra conscious, integrated with the conscious level. This takes all of these healings, all of them, all types of healings that you on your body, but also on your life. That means also you have to break generational curses, not only for you but also for previous generations. Yeah, you have to break and heal everything that has been created. Some things were created on your possessions. For example, I had to simply sell my car, and it's been a long time since I don't have a car, unfortunately, partly because of this, because there were things done on the car itself, but also on me driving a car. So for a while I was not able to drive. Then when God told me, now it's okay for you to drive again, I went on a spiritual journey last year. Yeah. Since I broke all the bondages and curses, generational curses and so on, there was a timeline which they activated, in which essentially I was supposed to die in a car accident. Yeah, so I was supposed to have a car accident and die out of it. And just so you will see how powerful this is, God didn't let me drive for many years because of this. And last year he said suddenly, now it's okay for you to drive, so you're gonna get a car and go on a spiritual journey, because now here it's the attacks are too strong, so I need to go. So I did this. I had to rent a car because of course I didn't have a car at that point. And because God, when he says this, he says, now you have to leave now. And I'm like, okay, I don't have a car now, so what to do? And I drove for some months a rental car, and at some point I turned that car back, and I had to leave without a car, so I didn't drive anymore afterwards again, because I didn't have a car to drive anymore. And I was in a car as passenger, and still that car got into an accident. So you'll understand how powerful these things are. Got into an accident with the purpose to transform that timeline into and of course I was hurt badly, with the purpose to get that timeline to become my reality, which was supposed to be death at that point for me. Yeah. So when you heal all of this madness which they created, yeah, then you get to integrate the supraconscious with your conscious level. Your spirit is always present and sees everything in astral, what is being done on your subconscious level. Now when they create but you unfortunately when they create this voodoo doll of energy, which is your subconscious, your inner child, they pull down your they bring so much darkness into your energy field that they create a separation consciousness. They separate the conscious level from your spirit, from supraconscious. Yeah, they create a separation. All of these embodiments and all of rituals of sacrifice and all of these and rituals not only of sacrifice, there are many others. They make offerings of you. I explained already this. This was done to me they made an offering of me to a poltergeist on soul level. They make offerings of you in marriages, which are not marriages. You don't know these people. They just claim you in these convents, ritualic practices, which they really do. I'm telling you, they look like so crazy. These people are so crazy. God has shown to me the entire rituals sometimes, and I completely freaked out. I said, this is not possible. So they literally, there is somebody who's embodying, is not embodying, but it's impersonating you. It takes clothes from you. You don't even know. You throw clothes in garbage because you think they're old or something. They take them and they create identical clothes, and they literally have somebody impersonating you. I've seen rituals done on me like this, even for burial. There was one woman who literally participated impersonating me in a ritual of burial at me. She's my neighbor, if you can imagine. And I looked at God. I said, how is it possible? Now, I'm not even thinking of how can you do this to a different human being. I'm not even thinking and talking about that. But I'm asking you, why? Is she normal in her head? Why would you do this? Because she was in a coffin. You see, so it's really freaky, like crazy stuff. And they said, she's in a coffin like she's dead, and they create ritual of death, so I will die, I didn't die, of course. They did this many times. And they took turns in impersonating me, actually, because they said, you don't impersonate her good enough, then somebody else should impersonate her. It's just so crazy to me. Anyhow. And I said, guys, this is such stupid. I just feel like I'm in such kindergarten type of children stupid games, what they do. But they bring a lot of darkness into you, and that spirit to which or deity or whoever they made the sacrifice towards makes a claim on you. That literally what happens is that God will not let you die because a stupid crazy hoe impersonates me and to die, but the fact is that they bring these spirits into your energy, attaching them to your aura and stuff like this, and it just brings a lot of darkness. And as I said before, dark spirits and darkness in general, they have rules of their own. If they have been offered this, like an offering, a sacrifice, and so on, then it's a rule of astral that spirit has the right to haunt you. So in astral, the rule is you have to fight against it. Now, all of this darkness, and because they do a lot of this shit, they bring a lot of darkness, which makes claims on you, and that's it is called draconian implant. and it creates separation consciousness between your spirit, your higher self, your supraconscious, and your conscious level. Hence, you live all your life in 3D and you are not aware of what is going on. You just go to work, you just do your stuff, and you do not know what is going on. Once you do all of this healing, this is the separation consciousness, yeah? Once you do all of this healing, all the embodiments broken, everything healed on your energy body, all the generational curses broken, and so on and so forth, then you integrate your supraconscious with the conscious level, yeah? And once you have integrated, then at all times you see in astral. So you can see who sends what to you. You can see who is creating what on your identity, you know, even the doppelgangers and so on. This is how I know all of this, because God has shown to me once I healed certain things. God has shown to me rituals, and first time I explained this before, when they made a sacrifice at me for poltergeist spirit as a spiritual spouse, which is really freaky, you see. How can they even imagine stupid things like this? I cannot say. But when God showed me the first ritual, I completely freaked out. I didn't even understand that it's a revelation from God. I didn't understand what it was. It completely freaked me out. And I just went, at the time, many years ago, I went to church to a priest and I said, what is this? Look what happened. But he said, this is just the convent in your neighborhood. So he explained, I didn't know at the time. He explained to me what the convent means and what they're doing, who's part of it and stuff like this. So when you heal all of this, you integrate, and you integrate, then you're able to not only to see, you're able, the spiritual fighting is much easier because you already have experience now, you already have knowledge, you already proved yourself, and you gained authority in face of all the darkness that you fought. So it's much easier for you to break an attachment or any of this, you know, because that gaining authority in face of a principality, for example, that means you can cut off a certain type of attack much easier. It doesn't take that long. This is also a rule of astral, yeah, because authority means that you already own a certain. Sorry, my dog moved and pushed me. So it means that you gain a certain level of healing also in your energy body, you know, and your reaction in interacting with those forces is different, and they know it, those forces know it, yeah. Okay, so basically, bottom line, again, to sum up shortly, you live all your life with separation consciousness due to all sorts of rituals, all sorts of embodiments by darkness, all sorts of generational curses, and because of this, you have separation of consciousness, which means that your subconscious level, which is the voodoo doll of energy created with darkness, pulls down your conscious level and your energy body to such extent that it's your connection with your spirit, it's not known to you on conscious level. Your spirit is still with you, but you're not conscious of it because the subconscious is overweighting your conscious level. So some of the guidance you receive through your spirit, it's not on conscious level. It's just, this is the intuition, you know. This is the intuition. It's your spirit which communicates with you, and God who communicates with you through your spirit. But it's separated from your consciousness. Normally, it should be integrated. You shouldn't have to do any specific ritual to connect to your spirit, you know. So there is this separation of consciousness, and all steps of healing and spiritual fighting that you take lead to integration of your spirit, your supraconscious with your conscious level. That means that your subconscious level disappears. It's healed. Everything is healed, so they don't have anything to hook on or to keep you from and so on. And then you are ready to do your divine purpose. Before you reach this integration, it's ideal that you do all your healing and stuff in isolation, only because healing that darkness in your DNA, yeah, it's very painful at times, and it opens up your energy. So it's much easier for you're much more sensitive, put it this way, and it's much more easier for them to do harm on you. So if you're like in a crowd and they can send an attack by crowd, then it will be overwhelming you. Yeah. Okay. So when we have this integration, then that means that you healed your DNA, you healed your subconscious, and you integrated your conscious level with your supraconscious level, which is your spirit. Yeah. And that's when you enter your divine purpose. This is much like Jesus when his time came. This is how God tells me when he wants me to tell me that I integrated. He says, this is your time now. You see, that means that you integrated, you healed, and then you have a totally different purpose. For example, when I go on spiritual journeys, this is what he says to me, this is your time now. And I asked, I said, what do you mean it's my time? Because of course I'm also in a human form, so sometimes I think in human terms. So I'm like, do I get a car, do I get a house, do I get I'm like, and God says no, but you have to go out in the community. It's your time now to do. That means that there is something in the broader and overall process of ascension. There is something from your divine purpose that must be achieved, and it's it's you that have to achieve it. You have to do it. Yeah. And you're basically called to do your purpose. Yeah. Okay, so I think I spoke about everything that God wanted. It's again the integration. That means that you healed your DNA, you integrated spirit with conscious level, and you healed your subconscious level. Then you're fully in your power. You have the proper knowledge and the proper abilities to deal with, and also you have it's also, God says, and proper attitude, and also it's a matter of owning a higher perspective over all this spiritual stuff. Yeah, meaning that you have a deeper understanding of the situation. You understand better even those who do harm onto you and onto others. You understand more in depth certain situations, certain motivation for certain people doing something, and also the process of protecting yourself, of achieving whatever you're supposed to achieve. So you have a deeper understanding, a higher perspective over the entire process, over yourself, over your situation, over your purpose, and so on and so forth. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop here, so I'll make sure that I can upload it faster. And please, if you have certain topics that you are interested in, you can write them in the comments. I don't presume that I know everything. But if I'm knowledgeable enough on the topic, and if God guides me that it's okay for me to talk on the topic, I will be happy to address anything that is of concern, or anything that you might not understand from what I presented already. Yeah.